What's up YouTube? How are you doing today? I'm Chana D, your Techno Dad, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Auro-3D 10.1 audio track in the movie Pixels. We're going to get into it right after the jump. And I'm back. Now if you're new to the channel, my name is Chana and I'm crazy about my sound. Not only have I been a musician for the past 30 years, I've also been a home theater fanatic. Now, if you want to learn about all the new sound formats like Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, and Auro-3D, then you've come to the right place and you should consider subscribing. Alright, in today's video I'll be reviewing the Auro-3D audio track in the movie Pixels. And I had to purchase this Blu-ray through eBay's UK site to get the correct disc. I know, a whole bunch of hoops had to jump through just to get it. Now it is a shame that there isn't more Auro-3D content here in the United States. Now it's due to a couple things like, most of the Auro-3D theaters are located across the pond in Europe. I don't know which way Europe is. And of course there's only 2 AVR companies that will decode the Auro-3D signal. So what makes Auro-3D different than Dolby Atmos or DTS:X? Well, they add a top layer, which is a speaker mounted directly above the main listening area, along with the 4 height channels and that are above the 5 ear level speakers. This literally creates a 3D sound field around you, the listener. So that's the one big thing that makes Auro-3D different than say Atmos or DTS:X. Of course, there's like speaker configurations that can get up to like 13 and sometimes 16 speakers in Auro-3D, so that's also pretty cool. Alright, for this review I've got Denon X4400, which is an 11-channel AVR that processes 10.1 Auro-3D system. But it only powers 9 channels, so I do need one more channel powered from an external source. In comes the Parasound A52 plus 5-channel amplifier. Now I will have a video up about this later, but I'm gonna do this one first. And so I'm going to have it power the front stage, that's the left, center, and the right channel, and the top layer or voice of God channel for a 10.1 Auro-3D system. Now for speakers, I have a full 10.1 SVS system. There are 5 ear level speakers, and those are the Ultra Bookshelf surround sound system. And for height channels, I've got 5 SVS prime elevation speakers, so 4 height channels, front and rear, and then 1 for the voice of God channel. And lumbering in the corner is the massive SVS PB4000 subwoofer. I would like to take this moment to thank Denon, Parasound, and SVS for sending all this gear over for me to review. Thanks guys, I truly do appreciate it. Alright, enough of this nonsense, on to the review. If you guys haven't seen the movie Pixels, it's an Adam Sandler comedy about aliens coming to take over Earth. And they have these battles that are fought with characters from 80s video games. Sounds pretty cool. Now for these immersive audio formats, it's much better when you have a movie where there are things flying around. And that's just the way it goes, That's pretty much it. So for most of the beginning of this movie, the high channels were not active. Once we got into parts where the aliens started making their presence known, they're wreaking havoc and pretty much in all the action scenes, this is where Auro-3D really steps it up and shines. There are a few scenes of people being sucked up into the spaceship, and they get kind of separated into pixels and then they get whooshed up into the spaceship, and the height effects in those scenes are just awesome. You totally feel like you're that person getting sucked up into the spaceship because the sound is literally like all around you, and you hear what's coming up from above you. So you're getting that whole 3D interpretation of the sound, which is really cool. Of course, the action sequences are amazing. The fight with the centipede is insane, okay, because it's coming down from the sky, so the height channels and voice of God channel are very active during this scene. The centipede's movement is erratic, and it's all going all over the place, and you feel like people on the screen trying to fight this big monster coming down from above. It's pretty awesome. The height effects, the voice of God channel, full effect. Now I'm not gonna go scene by scene, but let's just jump to the last scene because that's where like the height channels are super active. There's stuff going all over the place. So it's the big final battle in the movie, and the spaceship is literally spewing out tons of flying video game characters, and we get lots of height effects for like, I don't know, it was like 10 minutes, 12 minutes? I didn't look. I was super like glued in to the movie. I was like sucked in because we have, you know, things flying around overhead, off to the sides, up above you, up to the left. It was fantastic. If you have a 10.1 Auro-3D setup, you definitely need to check out this movie. I think it's one of the best demonstrations of Auro-3D besides, of course, the Auro-3D demo disc. This movie is a perfect example why Auro-3D beats out Atmos and DTS:X. Simply adding the speaker directly above the main listening position, it really does put you in the middle of the action. Now the only problem is that it's hard to find Auro-3D titles in the US. That's the big hurdle that Auro has on their hands. Even if they have a better audio format, not having a global marketplace where anyone around the world can just buy these, discs, that creates a real problem. I want more. I want to see that new Jumanji in Auro-3D. I want the disc of that, but I can't find it. I know it's out there, I just can't find it, so it's kind of tough. Man, this movie, Pixels, really did shine in Auro-3D, and I'm really stoked to check out some more movies. It's just super hard to get your hands on a disc, and that's really the problem. Now, if they were to stream it, that would be cool. I would definitely pay for a streaming service that offered Auro-3D. And yes, once again, I'd like to thank Denon, Parasound, and SVS for sending all this equipment over for review. And if you guys want to check out the equipment I'm using, I'll put links down in the description below. Also, if you have any questions you might have about this setup or anything Auro-3D related, please leave them down in the comments or hit me up on whichever social media you like to use the most. Well, that pretty much does it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead, smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel using the button in the middle of your screen. Once again, my name is Chana D. I am your Techno Dad, and I'll see you next time.